Good morning, everyone. Tarek McGuire, Tarrick, McGuire, MC, capital G, UIRE, Alexandria Police Chief. I want to give some details about a critical incident that occurred here in our city in the early morning hours. I will tell each of you that I'm going to make a statement and answer just a few questions, as this is an ongoing investigation. At approximately 0400 hours this morning, APD officers responded to a call for service where a female victim had been shot. Officers arrived on scene and encountered a few family members who were removed from the residence. After that, they saw a suspect down a hallway who was barricaded in a room where they believed the female victim was. The officers immediately began to give verbal commands to the suspect. The suspect immediately refused to comply. Officers continued to engage him. The suspect then emerged, running full speed at the officers charging at them, and there was 2 service weapons that were fired by our officers. The suspect was immediately brought into custody and was given life-saving measures. Officers then continued to move to the residence, and they located a female victim who had been shot multiple times inside a bedroom. They also immediately began to give that female victim life-saving measures. Unfortunately, the female is deceased and the suspect is deceased at this time. As you all are aware, again, this is an ongoing investigation. Facts can change as we continue to investigate them, looking at digital media information, and as a department, we're very transparent when it comes to that. As a result, the CERT team, which is a regional law enforcement public safety team, will be investigating this critical incident. Secondly, our Office of Professional Responsibility will handle the administrative investigation to identify if our officers were in compliance with departmental policy. And finally, the Office of the Independent Monitor that was appointed by our Mayor and Council will independently review this type of incident. The officers that are involved in this situation have approximately 7.5 to 8 years of service. They will be on administrative leave contingent upon this investigation following our departmental policy. I'll take a few questions. Again, this is early on in the investigation. We will be sharing body-worn camera within a reasonable time period as we gather additional detailed facts.
What was the initial call? Was this a domestic call or a shooting first?
We initially received that this was a shooting call where a female was shot, but we do believe that it involves family members.
Did this all happen inside one of the apartments, or did he run out of one apartment and then into a different apartment, or kind of give the layout?
It was isolated inside of an apartment that we responded to. Again, there was a family member present that our officers encountered at the doorway, who they removed from the apartment, and then they encountered the suspect.
And the suspect ran down the hallway of that apartment, charging towards the officers?
Absolutely.
Brandishing a gun?
We're not sure at that time. Again, we can clarify that as we review more additional body-worn camera, but we need to go through those facts.
Are you sure that this man who was shot by police is the suspect in the shooting that killed the woman?
Yes, we believe that again at this time, that it was the suspect. He was barricaded in the room with her, failed to obey our officers' commands, and again, the facts that we have preliminarily reviewed, we believe that he is the suspect.
And has any weapon been recovered from the scene at all?
The scene is still active, our crime scene is still there, and we're still trying to negate those facts.
Did the suspect fire shots while the officers were there?
I'm not clear about that at this point in time.
Do you know what was said to the suspect as he came charging to police? What commands, or did he understand? Did he even react?
You know, at the initial standpoint, our officers are trained to tell persons to come out with their hands up. They stood at the doorway for quite some time of the apartment, giving those repeatedly commands, which he did not immediately reply.
Chief, you said the officers drew their weapons. How many officers were there and how many weapons were drawn?
We have 2 officers that were involved in this situation that drew their firearms. Those are going to be the last few comments that I'm going to take at this time. Thank you.